There are few actions as consequential as the impeachment of a president.
It's not often a U.S. president faces being kicked out of office, but this is the situation President Donald Trump finds himself in. Let's get back to basics.
They've been trying to impeach me from the day I got elected. I've been going through this for 3 years.
Being impeached is when charges of wrongdoing are brought against a president by the lower chamber of the U.S. Congress, called the House of Representatives.
I'm announcing the House of Representatives moving forward with an official impeachment inquiry.
Being impeached does not mean being removed from office, though. That's a common mistake. For that to happen, the upper chamber of Congress, the Senate, would have to convict the president after a trial. 2 presidents have been impeached before, but none have ever been removed from the White House. This could be what happens to Trump if he's impeached in the lower chamber of Congress, which is controlled by Democrats, but not convicted in the upper chamber, which is controlled by Trump's own Republican Party.
It all centres on whether Trump sought help from Ukraine to boost his chances of re-election in the 2020 presidential election. How? By pressuring Ukraine's president to investigate one of his main Democratic challengers, Joe Biden, and his son Hunter. Hunter was on the board of a Ukrainian company when his dad was US vice president. You might have heard a lot about a whistleblower reporting a phone call which claimed to show this happened. That kicked everything off, but now the inquiry has gone much further. Public hearings have begun to hear evidence from officials about whether Trump was essentially bribing Ukraine's president.
My sole purpose is to provide facts as I know them about the incidents in question, as well as my views about the strategic importance of Ukraine to the United States.
President Trump insists he didn't do anything wrong, and his defense comes in 3 parts. Firstly, he says there was nothing wrong with the phone call he held with Ukraine's President Zelensky.
It's perfect. The call was perfect.
And he says when you take a look at the transcript released by the White House, it shows there was nothing that could be interpreted as bribery or extortion.
There was no quid pro quo.
Secondly, he says President Zelensky himself has stated publicly that he didn't feel any pressure.
And you read it that nobody pushed me. Yes.
In other words, no pressure.
And thirdly, Republicans insist it's within a president's right to ask for an investigation into corruption, even in a foreign country, and even if it involves a political rival like Joe Biden and his family.
And to your knowledge, is there any factual basis to support those allegations?
None whatsoever.
When Vice President Biden acted in Ukraine, did he act in accordance with official U.S. policy?
He did.
They say this whole impeachment process is a personal attack on the president.